Hey, what is up guys, I'm Neville, and today I'm going to be bringing you a video on are the Boston Celtics actually the best team in the league? And obviously they are most likely not, but I'm going to be giving an extremely strong case to why they could actually be one of the best teams in the NBA as of right now. So yeah, well, without me rambling on too much, without me talking too much, let's get right into this video. I think to really tell you how good they actually are is I think I have to tell you moves that they made before the season and what they've had to go through during the season, and then I'm going to get into a couple of reasons of why they actually could be one of the best teams in the NBA next year or even this year. Okay, well, my first thing is going to be what they did before the season. Before the season, they were able to pick up two pretty much superstars in the league, Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving, and became the second best team in the Eastern Conference behind the Cleveland Cavaliers. But unfortunately for them, right when in their first game, just 5 minutes into their first game of the regular season, Gordon Hayward went down with a terrible, one of the most gruesome injuries the NBA has ever seen, with a dislocated left ankle and a fractured tibia. Most likely will not come back for the rest of the year. But even through that, they were still able to go on a 11-game win streak, something they haven't done since 2009, since the Kevin Garnett days. But then another star in their dynamic duo goes down in Kyrie Irving, as he had a minor face fracture. But even with him going down early in the first quarter in the game against the Hornets, they were still able to come back and continue their winning streak and beat the Hornets. But then they had to play a game without any of them, but Al Horford did come back, but they had to play a game without any of their really key players like Gordon Hayward or Kyrie Irving, and they were still able to increase their win streak to 12, as they were able to beat a top 4 team in the Eastern Conference in the Toronto Raptors in a 94-95 win, with Al Horford getting 21 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and then they also had Jaylen Brown with 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. So players stepping up that you really wouldn't think would be able to step up that much. I mean, they are kind of showing how they can play without these superstars and still win games. And Kyrie's on a day-to-day injury, so he should be coming back anytime now. But yeah, just to recap before I get into some more reasons, they were able to have a great offseason, and although their regular season they've been kind of like plagued with injuries, they are still showing that they can play even through those injuries. But now let's get into some reasons why they could actually be one of the best teams to graze the NBA as of right now, is because they have probably behind the Philadelphia 76ers some of the best young talent the NBA has seen ever, as they have like 4 players under the age of 24 that are averaging over 10 points per game. Those players include Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, and Terry Rozier, and also number 3 pick Jason Tatum. And if it wasn't for Ben Simmons, Jason Tatum would have a very strong case to win Rookie of the Year this year, but Ben Simmons is actually running away with it. But right now, Jason Tatum is averaging 13.6 points per game, 1.6 assists per game, and 5.8 rebounds per game, and he's only playing 16 minutes per game. So he's averaging more points than he's getting minutes. That's really good. And then also they have Jaylen Brown, who's having a huge breakout season, who only had 6.6 points per game, 0.4 steals per game, 0.8 assists per game, and 2.8 rebounds per game. So pretty much a lackluster rookie year, not that good. But then this year with Kyrie, he's jumped up in his stats tremendously, as he has 14.7 points per game, 1 steal per game, 1.1 assists per game, and 6.9 rebounds per game. And he is a legit contender for most improved player. This dude has almost doubled every single one of his stats. And then also Jason Tatum with the number 3 pick is showing that he's playing better than Lonzo Ball and Markelle Fultz right now, both people that were picked before him. So I mean, he's showing that he can really play with the best of them, and he's probably one of the best rookies besides Ben Simmons. And for him, he'd probably win Rookie of the Year. But then also, their all-around play, and especially their defense, has been outright amazing. Right now, their defense is ranked number 1 in the entire league. They're ranked number 1 in defense, but not only that, they're also ranked number 1 in least points per game, like, given up. Like, they rank number 1 in opponents' points per game. Like, they give up the least amount of points a game, and they rank number 1, obviously, like I just said. And that, they only give up 94 points per game, which obviously is the lowest. But then offensively, they are ranked 17th, which isn't that good. But when you take into factor that they have been missing Gordon Hayward since the beginning of their season, one of their best scorers, and they were able to lose one of the best scorers in Isaiah Thomas in a trade for Kyrie Irving, and they're still 17th best on offense, that is really good. And I mean, also, out of the 20 top steal leaders per game, they have 3 players, including Kyrie, Terry Rozier, and Marcus Smart, and that's more than any other NBA team as of right now. So right now, let's just recap before I have to end off the video. So before the season, they were able to get huge names in Gordon Hayward and Kyrie. Both of them have been hurt lately. Gordon Hayward is out for the rest of the year. Kyrie's on a day-to-day, but they're still showing that they can win games. They're on a 12-game win streak. 2 of those wins are without Kyrie, and all of those wins are without Gordon Hayward. And then also they have probably the best young talent in the league, as they have, like I said, 4 players under the age of 24 scoring tons of points, 10 points per game. And then also Jaylen Brown has been having an extremely breakout year, averaging almost double his stats. Jason Tatum having a great rookie campaign and would be a Rookie of the Year contender if it wasn't for Ben Simmons absolutely destroying the entire NBA. But then also their all-around play, where their defense is completely amazing, like #1 ranked. And then you have also their offense, who's still middle of the pack, even without Gordon Hayward and Kyrie and Al Horford. For 6 games, pretty much, they didn't have Al Horford. Then now 2 games going on tomorrow, they don't want to have Kyrie, and they haven't had their best scorer in Gordon Hayward all year. So that's extremely amazing. And then a reason I didn't really write down was, well, I mean, all their role players that were supposed to just not give me time, with the injury of Gordon Hayward, they were stepped up tremendously, as in Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown was more of a role player last year, didn't really need to affect it, but once Gordon Hayward went down, Jaylen Brown had to go up into the spotlight more, and he has shown greatly that he can really pick up the slack. And to have depth like that is extremely amazing. I'd say probably one of the most depth teams in the league. So guys, unfortunately that's going to be it for this video pretty much, but at any point if you did agree with me, hit the like button and comment below if you agree with me that they could be one of the best teams in the years coming, or even this year, and you think they're legit final contenders, or just tell me like that. If you really like the video and you really want to help me support, hit the subscribe button. We just recently hit 100 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. It means the world to me. It's just amazing. And also, kids, something about you. Remember, kids, never do vegetables, always eat drugs, stay safe, race seatbelt. Goodbye. Boo, 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 boo.